Hello guys and welcome to this Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I'm gonna talk about one of the best champions in this game that you can get for free, and that is Arbiter. She is a mission reward at some point. I got mine for maybe a year ago or something. I was pretty slow to get her, but let me tell you, before I got her in the arena I was gold 4, but I was struggling a lot because a lot of the people in the arena was faster than me. But the second I got Arbiter, suddenly I was faster than anyone else. Obviously that's not that easy today, because people has played this game for years and maybe you only have played for a couple hundred days, and yeah, it's really hard to get the fastest Arbiter in the world, you know. My Arbiter is currently 356 speed. I think that's pretty good. I'm free to play, so I haven't bought any speed packs or I haven't farmed the dragon insanely much, so yeah, that's my Arbiter. So I'll just show her quickly in arena. This is probably the best place to use her because of her 30% speed aura and her really high base speed, 110 I think it is, base speed. So I've speed tuned my team, so I will just show you how this works. Speed tuning means that my Arbiter goes, she has a 30% boost, and after that Khaimar goes, and there's no chance he will get cut in on. Even though the enemy Arbiter was 1 speed slower than mine, he will have his turn before anyone else. So, and then kill everyone. Boom. It's pretty easy. Nowadays, I try to stay in low gold 4, so this is my arena defense. So, basically, just so I can win every single battle. Yeah, no one is faster than me at the moment. So there is like 1 in 100 people maybe that is faster than me while I'm in low gold, but it's so rare. So the only way to get a faster Arbiter, well, the best way is to farm dragon and just farm it on repeat basically. So yeah, that's Arbiter. That's the main area you will probably use her. Then actually, when I got her as well, I used her in a lot of the dungeons. I used her in Ice Golem, Potion Keeps, Dragon, Fire Knight. Yeah, I actually used her in Fire Knight with, at the time it's stage 20 was the maximum. I used her with Nethril, Wanna Lure, and whatnot, so just had my speed go fast enough so that the enemy waves wouldn't get any turns. Which is real good, even in dungeons. Obviously, it's pretty hard to build her with a lot of health and defense, because you want your best speed gear on her. Basically, you take, well, if you're lazy, you can just look at your speed gear, take the ones with the highest substat speed, and put that on her. And you will want to use your best glyphs at your fastest speed gear, because that helps a lot. If I hadn't glyphed anything, then my speed would be so much slower. So much slower. So glyphs is a really good thing as well to make your Arbiter fast. I will show you how you how you find your optimal best gear on your Arbiter, because for a long time my best speed gear wasn't necessarily a speed set, because I had triple roll speed, like 24 speed, whatever, in other sets, like 2 sets or something. And also, if you have really good, if you're lucky and have really good divine speed, and that is pretty good as well. You can't use one of these, because one of these together with one else doesn't stack, it doesn't give the speed bonus. But yeah, I will show you how to get your fastest possible Arbiter. The way you do this is, let me just switch the camera to this. Boom. This is hellhades.com in his site. And you go into your champions, you search Arbiter. Yep, here's the Arbiter. You will want her, you just put her to maximum stats, whatever. Optimize artifacts. After that, on stats, you will want to choose balance. Take speed. Doesn't really matter. Oh, what the hell is this? Take speed. And you put this to your maximum. Boom. Slots, whatever. Sets. You don't want to choose speed set here because it's not necessarily your speed set is your best gear. At least if you're playing for 1 year or something, that is really good chance that the best speed gear is not necessarily speed set. So any set you want to include locked and include everything. Either you can use, if you don't have a lot of glyphs, you can include glyphs, so that will give you the fastest possible gear you currently have. But you can also do max glyphs all stats. Basically, this is the highest potential you can have if you fully glyph your best gear. So do this, boom. Take us a couple seconds. See here, 353, but that's slower than my current Arbiter, yes. But in this case, I will switch out my gloves, because if I max glyph these gloves with a +8, it will become faster than my current one. But I need these gloves on my allure for the Fire Knight, because I need a fast allure with crit rate, so I can't really switch those out. So basically I lose 2 speed or something on my Arbiter, and I can live with that, that's not a huge problem. Arbiter's abilities are really good, so for her A2 ability, I can show that really quickly. Here. Attack all enemies has a 100% chance when booked, chance to decrease the duration of all enemy best by 1 turn. This is actually very good against Swift Parry, Skull Crowned people with, any kind of Swift Parry, unkillable things. This will decrease it, boom, basically removes it, and then you can do some damage and kill them properly. Obviously that requires accuracy, so my current Arbiter does not have that much accuracy. But again, I use Madame and Kaimar, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you want some accuracy, you would want to do... Jesus Christ, it's a little bit of a mess here. So that's maybe 220, like that. Put it a little bit up. Boom. Then she can also remove buffs from people in... okay, this was a little bit much. I don't need 400 accuracy, Jesus. What about... no? Yeah, like this. A bit slower, but decent accuracy. This is also with max glyph thingy. I can turn that off maybe. Just to see what I currently have. Yeah, 351 with 221 accuracy. Then you can use this against the enemy waves in dungeons and in arena, and possibly because no one really builds resistance in arena anymore. So yeah, this should be plenty against most kind of teams. So that is one way. Also, I have one other important thing. When you have made your fastest Arbiter possible, you also need to speed tune your arena team. How do you do that? Well, you go to Deadwood Jedi's Arena Calculator. I used this a lot before. So what you do is search an Arbiter. Okay, so we use Arbiter as your arena leader, so you get 30% increased speed. Then you use Arbiter as your first champion. You use her A3 ability. Your Arbiter, let's say she is 330. Boom. Then your second champion, if you use double booster, let's say you use someone like Doomscreech. Doomscreech has a 30% increased turn meter ability with also increased defense, pretty good. Then you can also use a defensive nuker if you want to do that. I think it's the 8th. Yeah, we'll see. Then you use, for example, Madame. Choose the best choice here for removing their buffs and decreasing their defense, so you do more damage. Okay, it's A2 then. Yeah, A2. Then you have your nuker, let's say cow. Boom. So, your Arbiter is 330 speed. Then, if the enemy Arbiter is 329 speed, this is the minimum speed you get, not for them to cut into your Terminator stuff. So, your Doom Screech need to be 249 speed. You can literally just build him with this amount of speed, no other stats, because you don't really need any other stats. You can build him with, for example, shield set or something that will make you survive better if you happen to be slower than the enemy. Then, the most important thing here is that your Madame, you most probably we will want some kind of decreased defense that's not necessarily hit the enemy, because well, actually that's not that big of a deal. So you can use someone like oh god, what's his name again? Actually, this is a pretty good example. If you use Deacon here, wow, okay, this will be insane. If you use Deacon Armstrong, let's say he has a lot of accuracy, so he'll meet his accuracy requirement. Then you do his turn meter. You boost your own turn meter and decrease the enemy turn meter as well. So this together with this, then your nuker can be really slow. Look at that. But if you use Madame to remove the buff in case they have shield buff, immunity stuff, then this is the amount of speed you need. Your Madame would need to be 211, and your Kale 210, something like that. But make sure that your Madame is faster than your nuker. It's a little bit awkward if it's in the other way. So this is how you speed tune your team with your Arbiter. Currently I use, my Arbiter is 356, I think it was. Then I use a Kaimar. This is a little bit of a special case, because my Kaimar is only 277 something. But that's not enough. Yes, it is, because he hard CCs the enemies, and therefore you can almost ignore these ones. So you can Kaimar need to be 273 speed. Because he CCs the enemies, they basically reduce their turn meter by 100%. So you can kind of simulate this with a Rasin. Accuracy, yes, and it's a 3 ability. Then your Madame and Ray only need to be, yeah, it's a little bit wrong to say it like this, but yeah, your nuker can be pretty slow. Obviously, you don't want a nuker slower than 180 speed, something like that. Currently, my main nuker is at, let's see, 192 speed, and that's not enough. And my Madame is 225. It's a little bit fast, but sure. A lot of accuracy, as much as possible. Yeah. So Arbiter is just amazing in arenas. Some late game people build her with immunity set, so that they can deal with Tormin, Hegemon, people like that. It's a little bit harder to achieve. So, yeah, because I can just show her abilities a bit more, because this is the strongest ability she has. Increased attack, this also make your nuker hit harder. 30% boost, that's the biggest boost you can get in the game. And then she also has a heal, that heals allies by 25% of their max health if they have 50% health or less. This is really good in combination with Destiny's Call, because if one of your allies are dead and she uses this, she gets an extra turn. This revives all allies, healed to 35% health, and gave them a 20% turn meter boost. Everyone a turn meter boost, not just the revived ones. She'll get an extra turn, and then she can jump right into this. So basically, she heals first, 35% health, then 25%. That's a total 60% health on those she revived. That's insane. Really, really good. And in total, 50% turn meter boost on everyone. Amazing. Amazing in dungeons. This is just beautiful. Of course, if you have some accuracy as well, you can apply Weaken to increase the damage your enemies take. Pretty decent as well. So, but mostly you will want speed. Masteries. I don't go for any damage here, obviously. Though her damage is decent, but who cares, right? Defense. Reduce damage from crits. Resurgent. This is amazing. Imagine the enemies have a Gergo that freezes your entire team or something. Then the enemy nukes. Let's say your Arbiter survives because she has enough health or the nuker didn't do enough damage, whatever. Then she has a 50% chance to remove that freeze on yourself. You can combine this with this one, so that gives you a chance to place a block debuff on yourself. I don't use this, it's kind of a niche thing, but not important. And this one, Cycle of Revenge. If the enemy goes and nukes you, you survive, then you will get turn meter boost, have a chance to get a turn meter boost for every ally that received a crit. Really good to cut into the speed meta, whatever. Accuracy, Evil Eye, sure. Lore of Steel. This is a really important one if you are going triple speed set. In total, this gives you 3, 4, 5 more speed, something like that. I can't remember the math right now. Spirit Haste. This is good in decent in the arena, good in dungeons as well. If your some teammates die, you get more speed. Sure, why not? And this one. This is a really insane one. Let's say the enemies have a hegemon, and you have a immunity arbiter, so your skills won't get locked out. That's the best way to use this. Then, let's say you have a really squishy champion on your team, and he dies. What happens then is, or gets really low in health, like a Skull Crown, for example. Really good example there. She will get a 20% turn meter boost on herself. So therefore, there's a huge possibility that your Arbiter is faster than the enemy Arbiter, even though you're using immunity. So that's a way to counter hegemons in Arena. Obviously nowadays people use CC hegemons with 0 damage basically, and it doesn't work that good anymore, but still amazing though. And very good at dungeons and whatnot. So that is my Arbiter guide. I have one last thing. My build, I have a lot of resistance as well. This is actually good, again, in Arena, because enemy Astralon, Ray, people with CC in their abilities, but not really built for accuracy, she will resist it. I also use her in Doom Tower Hard, for example against the Frost Spider and people like that, because she will resist basically every debuff with this kind of accuracy. What you need is resistant chestplate and resistant banner, but I wouldn't go for this if you sacrifice too much speed. So this is just happen to be my best speed pieces. So yeah, and that works pretty good. Reaction gear, not necessary. I just use it because I have it. Because Arbiter is not that good with reaction gear. Yes, you can revive your teammates again if she's the only one that survives, but she can't really keep them alive again because it's pretty hard to use her with the reaction, but it helps obviously. So it's really worth trying to go for your Arbiter as fast as possible. In your missions, she's amazing. Look at all these. Look at this. Arena. Basically perfect stats here. But again, you shouldn't just completely follow the ratings. What is her ratings in Clan versus Demon Lord? Is that what they call it now? 4.2. Like, she's not a Clan boss champion, but early game, sure, she's a good Clan boss champion, I guess. But I want to use her in a kind of endgame team though. But she's good everywhere in the game. Whenever you get her, she's amazing. Before I got her, I used where is he? Gorgrab for a long time. He's real similar. He's a lower base speed, really low. Oh my god, 92. What the hell? Similar ability here, only 50% boost though, but still amazing. He also has a all revive and a heal, and a decent arena thing. So he's kind of a budget Arbiter, you can say. So, Arbiter, one of the best champions in the game. Go for her if you don't have her. If you have her, then lucky you. Try to get there with a lot of speed. Farm dragon, whatever. I have a couple of videos on the dragon dungeon if you want some kind of endgame teams. I'm probably gonna make a video later talking about more budget dragon teams and how to probably farm it. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I can just show the individual gear pieces before I go. That is. Cool. Yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye. See you guys in the next episode.